And up next, moving over to singles. Should mention, Stu, that Inaki dealing still with a chest injury. He is out, so this is a singles Division I matchup. Hormaetxea will slide in for Inaki. He takes on Zulaika. Inaki will also be out in the Division I doubles match that was scheduled in match 4 tonight. Hormaetxea will substitute there as well. But how about Zulaika, Stu? Hard to say that there's anybody in Division I that's had a better start to the season than Zulaika, still undefeated, 6-0.
Been playing really relaxed. Catching has been spot on. His shots have been excellent. And these are two players who have a history of playing against one another at our friends to the north, albeit about 10 years ago. Actually, sorry, longer than that. We've been here 7, albeit 15 years ago. Hormaetxea and Zulaika.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our second match, a top division singles matchup. Representing the Fireballs, substituting for Inaki, we have number 15, Hormaetxea. And representing the Chargers, number 54, Zulaika. There's a serve. Our second match is underway. High hard backhand by Zulaika, that passes. Hormaetxea to the inside, scoop missed. First point goes to Hormaetxea of the Fireballs.
Both players have an aggressive style of play. Hormaetxea
Rebote left side. There's a scoop by Zulaika, hard to the inside. That will score. Ties it up, 1-1.
Throw the ball where your opponent's not. Try to draw him in with your body language. You wind up like that. Is he throwing a 2-all? You have to commit to the outside. Drops it back inside. Well done. See Zulaika here. He winds up. Where's he going? Hormaetxea has to be prepared for the 2-all. Zulaika threw it beautifully back to the inside. Well done.
Hormaetxea handles a serve, hard backhand. That just does clear the overhead screen. Zulaika runs around it. Powerful forehand rebote into the corner. Quick turn by Hormaetxea. Zulaika picks it off up at the front, drops the backhand. Here's the rebote. Rebote forehand, play to the inside. Zulaika back at the 10 line, makes the catch. Rebote forehand, push to the outside. Oh, just out of reach. That lands in. It will score for Hormaetxea, his second point.
So Hormaetxea's got a couple things going against him this evening. One, playing 3 matches, substituting in there for Inaki. 2, just flew back from Europe yesterday. So he won't tell you that he's tired, but my sixth sense tells me he's a little tired.
Zulaika takes a serve with the backhands up in the overhead screen and out of play. 3-1 lead for Hormaetxea.
Tired or not, doesn't reflect in the score.
Not at all. In Hormaetxea, too, I mean, in terms of players that have come over here for one season, he's made the fastest adjustment in the front court in terms of, from an offensive perspective.
Absolutely.
I mean, he throws a number of shots, and that's a tricky matchup here for Zulaika. This is not a walkover with a second division player coming in here. Big backhand there by Zulaika. Hormaetxea looks for the rebote, puts it inside, back it up. Zulaika scooped it up. Hormaetxea with a 2-wall. It's going to land in, and it scores. Fourth point for Hormaetxea.
Ball wasn't thrown particularly hard on the 2-wall, but placed perfectly. You see Hormaetxea here, and he's deep. He's also about 2 feet from the side wall. Not an easy place to get play off that side wall. Thrown beautifully. Very well done.
Hard serve taken in by Zulaika, backhand. That's coming out. Hormaetxea left side, rebote, 2-wall is too low. That caught the pad. Any part of the pad is bad, giving Zulaika 2 points and the serve.
Want to avoid those unforced errors whenever possible. Hormaetxea just trying to get that ball landed in just above the pad.
That's a good serve, crossing late. Hormaetxea has got it on the backside, taking it wall to wall. To wall, Hormaetxea stops it. Low and hard, back to the inside, one-handed scoop by Zulaika. That passes, Hormaetxea off his footing, lays it up, but a little too high. That hit the rail just above the front wall. Kicking up and out of play, 3 points. Zulaika serves.
Hormaetxea used to playing at courts with about anywhere from 5 to 30 more feet above where that front wall is. Overhead screen's just a little bit low for him. Flipping it in, and ball's keeping it on the glass. That landed too high and out of play.
Forehander Bote to the inside. Hormaetxea takes it in the air quickly into the drop shot. Zulaika, it's floating on the wall. It's going to score. It's perfectly placed. Gives Hormaetxea 5 points and a possible set point.
Really like to see Hormaetxea changing things up. He's thrown a successful 2-wall. He just moved up on that ball aggressively and turned it into a drop shot. Zulaika had the foot speed to get there. Obviously, just wasn't able to settle it in his cesta in order to make the throw. Bobbled out. Possible set point.
First serve is over. Second serve coming up for Hormaetxea. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Big backhand, high and hard. Alex tracks it down. Hormaetxea played to the inside. Zulaika comes cross court to cut it off in the air. Hormaetxea comes shooting out. There's Alex again. Dropped at the feet of Zulaika. Interference ruled. The point will be replayed. Hormaetxea will serve to Zulaika. Possible set point.
Yeah, Zulaika had a face full of Hormaetxea there right when the ball was coming into his cesta. Quick handshake afterwards. Sportsmanship's right there. It was completely unintentional. Hormaetxea just trying to get out of the way.
You don't want to take any chances on possible set point if you're Zulaika. Hard serve. That one crossing. Zulaika comes away with it. Backhand to the inside. Picked off. Hormaetxea long 2-wall. Lands in. Oh, Zulaika's got it. Returns the Karam with a big bounce. Hormaetxea tracks it down. His forehand will score for the set. Hormaetxea wins it 6-3. 2 minutes. Come back and play set number 2.
I don't know if I say anything about Hormaetxea potentially being tired from some international travel. I would draw the comment. If he is, it's not showing. See him move up on that ball and kill it? That was beautifully done.
Yeah. Attacking there on the forehand side. I mean, you see that missed out there. Tracked it down, powered it inside to score for the set. You see Inaki there. Scheduled to play in this singles match, but Hormaetxea stepping in as the sub. Not only that, Stu, taking the first set, 6-3.
Some replays from that first set.
And long 2-wall here. I mean, shoots it from the 9 line. Zulaika tracks it down.
But look at Hormaetxea turn on the afterburners.
Yeah. Gets it on the forehand, and he scores. Yeah, that's a... I mean, you like the shot choice by Zulaika. I mean, trying to catch your opponent off guard, but that is a... It's a little bit of a trick shot from the outside, the high bounce Karam.
Yeah, so and I have to believe that Hormaetxea was pretty locked into not wanting to finish that set off.
Not as gimmicky, I guess, as a backhand 2-walls, you would say, but, you know, it's still a shot that is highly difficult to execute and gives your opponent a lot of time to read it if you don't throw it perfectly.
And ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Fronton in Miami, Florida. Currently in our second of 6 scheduled matches this evening. Singles match between Hormaetxea and Zulaika in the 2-minute break in between sets. Hormaetxea took the first set for the Fireballs. There we are in the DraftKings players cage.
Well, this is almost like Zulaika from a couple seasons ago where he would typically get out to a slower start and take a set, warm up,
And come out firing.
Yeah, I mean, he missed that scoop early on. I mean, his catching has been the best at any point in his battle court career. He's had a tremendous start, so expect him to turn things around here in set 2. We'll see what happens. He will have the serve coming out to begin this set. There's a serve. Our second set has begun. Hormaetxea from deep in the backcourt passes. Zulaika takes off early. Rabote dropped into the corner. Over the top to the inside, Hormaetxea. Low and hard, back at the feet of Zulaika. He scoops that one. Big backhand. Offside Rabote again by Hormaetxea. That's closer to the sidewall and scoring. First point for Hormaetxea in our second set.
I have to say that you talked about the quick adjustment that Hormaetxea has made of any of these players that last 2 seasons we've had players who've come in just to spend 4 months with us and not the entire year, specifically Lopez, Olharan, etc. Hormaetxea has made the adjustment more quickly, but also probably uses the sidewall in terms of getting the ball back to the sidewall better than anyone else that I've seen.
Zulaika's got that serve, backhand to the inside, right in the corner. Rabote forehand at the feet of Zulaika. Scoop missed. 2 quick points for Hormaetxea to begin our second set.
Again, it's a question of Hormaetxea changing it up. One ball comes hard and goes over Zulaika's head. The next one dropped at his feet. Just keeping Zulaika out of a comfort zone. Hormaetxea focusing on his catching. Once he makes that catch, tries to put the ball in an awkward position for his opponent to make the catch. Well played.
Backhand by Zulaika to the inside. Hormaetxea, left side Rabote just above the pad. Here's Zulaika now up at the 8. Backhand. Comes shooting out. Quick turn there by Hormaetxea at the feet again. Zulaika scoops it 2-wall. Hormaetxea tracks it down, and that's going to come up just short. Great effort.
That's a tremendous effort by Hormaetxea, and that is so dangerous up there at the screen. Specifically, you'll see him take off. He kind of senses that the 2-wall is coming. He takes off. See where he stepped? You see that right there? That's a good way to finish off an ankle and end a season. Have to be so careful when you're approaching that screen. The bottom of the screen, you can actually step on the screen, and the screen completely interrupts the traction between your foot and the court.
Forehand Rabote, Zulaika, wall to wall. He passes from the left side. Here's Hormaetxea, left side Rabote, scooped up Zulaika's 2-wall, thrown to score. We're tied up 2-2 here in the second set.
A little bit about what you were talking about before, Andrew, about the more aggressive style of play coming up in the second set from Zulaika. I think Hormaetxea is aware of that. Doesn't want to give him any opportunities, but Zulaika's court positioning perfectly there, and he executes the 2-wall beautifully.
Powerful serve. Here's Hormaetxea deep in the backcourt. Zulaika lines up the Rabote, turns it to the inside, picked off the sidewall. What a catch by Hormaetxea. Zulaika waits on it again. This one dropped inside. Hormaetxea attacks. Of a drop shot, Zulaika gets there. Inside placement, one-handed scoop by Hormaetxea. Zulaika flying, catch up at the 10 line, backhand to pass. Hormaetxea back in there, throws a 2-wall off the Rabote. Zulaika able to track it down. Hard throw to the inside, that one scores.
Aggressive play by both of these players. Hormaetxea's conditioning spot on. Looks winded, but it doesn't show in his power.
Fault over serve. Second serve coming up for Zulaika.
Zulaika appearing to go for that traditional ace, bouncing it right before the overserve line and getting it to Pika into the corner. 2 serves allowed in battle court. Second serve must be good. Has to land between the 4 and 7 line.
Good second serve. Hormaetxea backed up to the 13 line. Trying to pass. Zulaika makes the catch overhead. Backhand just as clear. Hormaetxea waits on it, turns it into a 2-wall. That scores. 3-3, we're tied up.
That's one of those where you got to guess where he's going. I mean, the ball's coming in his cesta. In perfect position for him to either throw it inside. He has a drop shot. He has an inside placement. Or this 2-wall. Zulaika, I imagine, guessed that he was, or assumed that he was going to throw it to the inside. 2-wall scores.
Zulaika, high, hard backhand. Hormaetxea, left side Robote. This one to the inside. Zulaika scrambling, will not get to it. Hormaetxea takes a 4-3 lead.
Have to imagine that Hormaetxea would like to finish it off in straight sets. Has 2 more matches coming up on the evening, 2 singles matches. Gonna be back out here facing Zulaika once again in the front court.
Low runner to the inside, picked off Hormaetxea. Who dropped it at the feet of Zulaika. He steps up to it, low hard forehand. That scores. 4-4 is the score. Zulaika serves.
Zulaika set that up beautifully. Excellent catch. Back to the side wall, low and hard.
That serve backs up Hormaetxea. Backhand passing. Zulaika, left side Robote, 2-wall. Thrown to score. Five points for Zulaika. He has a possible set point. Challenge has been requested by the Fireballs. And the previous play is now under review. Challenge has been requested.
So they're using the review in the second match of the evening. Sometimes you want to keep that till a little bit later.
And again, the call on the floor was in, so if the ball touches any part of the line, that's out, and it will be called as such and will be overturned.
There, it's on.
And the chief judge taking a look at it right now. We are in a replay review here. Call has been challenged by the Fireballs.
So again, review going on. Play is under review. If it touches any part of the line, that's out.
What we're going to see right here. Take a look.
Side wall, front wall.
I think this is... Whoa,
okay,
that's close.
So
that's it looks good,
so
huh?
If any part of that touches the line, yeah, that's good. I mean, that's worthy of a challenge.
I mean, that ball has to land completely in.
That ruling is good.
The call has been confirmed. The 2-wall by Zulaika is in. It is 5-4 in favor of Zulaika. Possible set point.
Yeah, good call and great review. You could see that really no part of that white mark touched any part of the line. Very well done.
Hard serve. Ooh, what a catch there by Hormaetxea. Backhand. That's right on the wall. Zulaika, wall-to-wall on the return. Forehand Robote just does clear. Both players running. Zulaika turns it into a 2-wall. Hormaetxea stops it on the forehand. His return inside scores. We are at 5-5 in the second set. Possible match point here for Hormaetxea of the Fireballs. It is set point for Zulaika. We're going to take us to a third set.
Well, yeah, definitely. I believe that Hormaetxea still would like to finish this off here in straight sets. Conserve some energy for those matches coming up. Just got Zulaika off his footing. Not a particularly well-thrown 2-wall. And then Hormaetxea passing to the inside to score. Very well done.
Good hard serve. Zulaika on the left side. Running backhand. Hormaetxea into the 2-wall. Thrown to score for the win. Point, set, and match. Hormaetxea wins it in straight sets. 6-3, 6-5. My, oh my. Quite the upset there. Hormaetxea comes in the second division, subbing for Inaki, and he gets a straight set victory over Zulaika. How about that, Stu? Take a look at the finishing shot right here. Hard serve. And you get to this moment. I mean, if you're Hormaetxea and you said, hey, you have 1-2 at 5-5 to win the match.
Throw it.
I think he would have taken it, and he shoots it and scores for the win.
It's impressive.
Fireballs, 2.5 points already on the game day. Up next, 5th division, Jednikeda against El Barba and Arta. Take a look at the game day score, 2.5 points for.
Here we have the game day scoreboard. 2.5 points for the Fireballs. And Chargers there yet to get on the board. You see points for all of our teams there in Battle Court along the bottom of your screen.
See some practice going on now. 5th division doubles coming up next. Before we get to that, though, we're going to hear from Hormaetxea. He had to sub before against Gosheri. Now against Zulaika, he comes away with an impressive straight set victory. Here is Hormaetxea of the Fireballs.
All right, Hormaetxea, congratulations on winning that match. This is your first win in singles. How comfortable do you feel at this point in this new court?
Well, thank you. I think I'm getting better each time. It's complicated in the beginning to get the angles and the distances. In the doubles, it's pretty easier because you're up in the front. But with a small court like this in singles, you have to get a little hang on where to go further backing up, and I think I'm getting it now.
Well, Hormaetxea, again, congratulations on winning that match. See what else happens on today's game day.
Thank you.